And today we're going to be doing a heart hairstyle, and I've started this just by making a center part on the top of her head, and then I'm going to make another part about halfway down from that center part to her ear and just straight across, about like that. So all of this hair that's underneath that's not in this section, I am just going to pull it over to the other side, and then I'm going to be making a twist braid with the hair in this section. So to begin this braid, I did spray it down with a little bit of water just so that we don't have flyaways. And then I'm going to grab a small section here in the front, and I'm going to split this in half. And then one strand is going to twist over the other. I'm bringing this strand on the right over the strand on the left. It really doesn't matter which way you do this. You can do it the opposite way if you want. And then I'm grabbing a small section of hair from each side of that, and I'm adding it into each section. So I've added in a strand of hair from the top and the bottom, and then I'm just going to twist it again, and again add some hair to the top and the bottom. This is kind of like a French braid, but it's much easier. So I've added in those strands of hair. I'm just going to twist it again. Just continue that until I get back to the end of the part. So now that I've included all of that hair from that section into the braid, I'm going to make a regular twist braid to the bottom of her hair. And to do that, I'm twisting these individual strands both to the right, and then I'm going to twist them together to the left. And as I'm moving down, I am continuing to twist the hair to the right each time as I'm bringing them together to the left. And then I'm just going to tie this off with a clear elastic at the end. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this side, only I'm going to bring the twist in this way. This twist is coming towards the top of her head. This twist is also going to be coming in towards the top of her head. So again, to make this braid, I'm sectioning off a small strand in the front and then splitting it in half. And I'm going to bring this strand that's here on the bottom over the strand on the top so that it's twisting towards the top of her head. Then I'm going to add small strand of hair to each side. And twist again. So now that I have these two twists done, I'm going to try and form them into a heart shape. So I'm taking this one on the right and I'm bringing it down at a diagonal, and this is going to be the bottom of the heart. And then I'm bringing it back up and I'm wrapping this around to be the top of the heart. And then this end is just kind of going to go underneath there. So I'm going to hold that there for a minute while we form this one before I pin it to make sure it's in the right spot. This one I'm bringing underneath that little top loop. And then I'm going to bring this underneath this side. And curl it into a heart there on top. And then again, this end is going to go underneath everything. So now at this point you can kind of arrange it, get it looking the most like a heart as you can, and then pin everything into place. So to pin this, I'm going to start right here at the bottom, and I'm just going to bring a pin right across those twists, grabbing some hair from underneath. And then same thing on this other side. That would probably stay just like that, but just to be safe, I'm going to add a couple of pins right here to the top. It's really helpful if you can find some miniature bobby pins. We got these at Sally Beauty Supply, and they're actually quite a bit smaller than a regular bobby pin. So these are really helpful for styles like this where you have a hard time hiding like a huge bobby pin. So this heart is done, and you can either leave it just like this. If you leave it plain, I would suggest combining these two strands into one elastic hidden underneath this piece here so that it doesn't show. We are actually going to add a ribbon to the end of ours. So that is the finished look. If you don't like doing twist braids and you prefer regular braids, you could definitely do front braids in this area and then just bring the regular braids down into the heart.